They told me I was wasting my time. Dishku, they said. $100 a month isn't enough to change your life. You're just buying a fancy dinner and calling it an investment strategy. But I did it anyway. Welcome back to Dishku Investing. Today, we're cutting through the noise. No mansions, no rented Lambos, and zero BS. I'm opening my actual brokerage dashboard to show you exactly what happened when I committed to investing just $100 every single month for the last year. Most people wait until they have enough money to start, but here is the secret the wealthy don't want you to know. Enough is a moving target. If you can't manage $100, you won't be able to manage $100,000. In this video, I'm showing you the growth, the losses, the dividends, and the one holy shit moment where the math finally clicked. If you've ever felt like the stock market was a playground for the rich, stick around. I'm about to prove that a 3-digit investment can build a 7-figure future. Let's look at the numbers. First, let's talk about the how. I didn't use some shady offshore platform. I went with Fidelity, though Vanguard or Schwab work just as well for us here in the US. I chose a Roth IRA because I wanted my future growth to be tax-free. Uncle Sam gets enough of our money. Let's keep this portion for ourselves. I didn't pick penny stocks or the next big crypto moonshot. I wanted something boring, something reliable. I chose an index fund, specifically the S&P 500. Think of it as buying a tiny slice of the 500 biggest companies in America. When Apple sells an iPhone or Amazon delivers a package, I get a microscopic piece of that win. The most important step, I turned on Auto Invest. On the first of every month, $100 left my checking account before I could even think about spending it on a Target run or a steak dinner. Months 1 through 3 were, honestly, depressing. I put in $300 and my account said $294. The market took a slight dip. This is where most beginners quit. They see a loss and think the system is rigged, but I want you to look at it differently. When the market is down, those $100 buys were actually on sale. I was getting more shares for my money. By month 4, things leveled out. I started seeing dividends, little payments these companies send you just for owning them. It was only a few cents at first, but it was the first time in my life my money worked for me instead of me working for it. I kept it simple. No jargon, no checking the news every 5 minutes, just $100 once a month, every month. The discipline was harder than the actual investing. You see, in the US, we're programmed to consume. We see a $100 surplus and think, what can I buy? I had to reprogram my brain to think, what can I own? Investing $100 a month isn't about the $1,200 total at the end of the year. It's about building the muscle memory of a wealthy person. You are training yourself to be an owner, not just a consumer. And as we move into the middle of the year, that's when the boring math started to get a lot more interesting. Let's get into the real results part of this video. Around month 7, the headlines started getting scary. Inflation rising, market uncertainty, is a crash coming? My $700 investment had grown to about $740, and then suddenly, in 3 weeks, it dropped back to $680. I was officially in the red. I had less money than I put in. This is the moment of truth for every investor. Your lizard brain screams, save what's left, sell now. But here's the no BS truth. You only lose money in the stock market if you press the sell button. I didn't. In fact, I made sure my $100 went out right on schedule. By month 10, the market bounced back, as it historically always does in the US. My account didn't just recover, it accelerated. Because I bought extra shares when the prices were low in month 7, I now had more fuel for the recovery. So, what are the actual 12-month results? After 1 year, I'd invested $1,200 of my own money. My total account balance, $1,314. Now, some of you are laughing. Dishku, you spent a whole year for a $114 gain. That's it? Yes, that is exactly it. And that is exactly where people get it wrong. That $114 represents a 9.5% return. If you had $100,000 in that same fund, you'd have made over $9,000 for doing absolutely nothing. The percentage is what matters, not the dollar amount. This year wasn't about the $114 profit. It was the proof of concept. I proved that the S&P 500 works. I proved that I could live without that $100. And most importantly, I proved that I have the stomach to stay in the game when things get shaky. Most people fail because they want the one-year result to be $1 million. Real wealth is a slow cooker, not a microwave. If you can understand that, you're already ahead of 90% of the population. But if $114 doesn't excite you, let me show you the math that will keep you awake at night in a good way. This is the holy shit moment. We've seen what $100 a month does in 1 year. It's okay, but it's not life-changing. But what if we don't stop? Let's take that same $100 a month and look at the 10, 20, and 30-year horizons using the average 10% return the U.S. stock market has provided over the last century. 10 years, you've invested $12,000. Your balance? Roughly $20,000. Now we're talking. That's a used car or a solid down payment on a small property paid for entirely by future you. 20 years, you've invested $24,000. Your balance? Roughly $72,000. Notice how the gap is widening. Your profit is now bigger than the money you actually put in. This is the snowball effect. 30 years. This is the one that changed my life. You've put in $36,000 total, about the price of a basic SUV spread over 3 decades. Your balance? $217,000. You turned $100 a month into $250,000. And that's if you never increase your investment. If you eventually bump that to $300 a month or $500 a month as your career grows, you're looking at $1 million to $2 million. The biggest mistake I made this year? Not starting 5 years ago. I spent those years thinking $100 wasn't enough to matter. I was wrong. Every year you wait, you are literally burning tens of thousands of dollars of future you's money. The lesson is simple. Time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money, but you can never buy back the time for compound interest to do its magic. You don't need to be a math whiz. You don't need to be a Wall Street shark. You just need a Fidelity account, a boring index fund, and the discipline to let it sit. Stop waiting for the perfect time to invest. The perfect time was yesterday. The second best time is right now. You have the tools. You've seen my real results, and you know the math. So what's stopping you? If this no BS breakdown helped you, hit that like button. It tells YouTube this content matters. Subscribe to Dishku Investing to join our community of everyday builders. Comment START below if you're committing to your first $100 this month. I'll see you in the next one. Out.